Good evening. My name is Andy Huntsberger. I'm an operations section chief with Northern Rockies Team 1, currently assigned to the West Lolo complex. I'm here to give you an operational update. It's currently July 16th, 2021. So the first fire I'm going to go ahead and cover, those of you that have been watching the last couple days, was the Sunset Fire that was west of Superior. Today will be our last shift on that fire. It's in really good shape. We've got line all the way around it, mopped up, and we're going to turn it back to the local district. So I'm not going to report out on that fire any longer. But the Sunset Fire, which is about 20 acres, like I said, line all the way around it, mopped up, turn it back to the local district. So then I'll move over to the Deep Lookout Mountain Fire, which you see right here. You can tell that there's actually, it looks like two fires, but this is a spot off of the main fire. You'll also notice that there is quite a bit of black, and that's containment lines. So we have the spot fully contained and about the bottom third of the fire contained. Fire's sitting right around about 325 acres, maybe a little bit more, but there wasn't any growth today. We had some concerns with how windy it was yesterday afternoon and the dryness, but we were able to use the helicopters earlier in the day. We have a lot of crews on the ground up there, and the fire didn't move at all. So once again, the Deep Lookout Mountain Fire, really looking good. Looking at another shift of mopping up tomorrow. We have a bunch of hose on the ground, and we'll continue building that hose lay around the Deep Lookout Mountain Fire. I'm also going to move more. It's kind of to the north. When we pan over to this fire, you'll notice the Thorn Creek Fire. But when you go to the south, the Seagull Creek Fire, we currently have 10 people left on that fire. There is line all the way around it, and they're heavily into mop-up stages right now. We only expect to have folks on the Seagull Creek Fire for another day or two, and then we'll pull all those individuals off that fire as well. And as I reported out yesterday, there are no individuals left on the Sheep Creek Fire anymore. That fire is fully contained, and we demobbed those individuals as well. This brings me to the Thorn Creek Fire. You got Thompson Falls just to the south here. Thorn Creek, it's sitting right at about 1,400 acres currently right now. It is a full suppression fire, as I've stated in the past few days, but we're going to be going with more of an indirect attack with this fire. It is a 1,400 acre fire in steep, rocky terrain, and at this time, we will not be putting firefighters on the ground. It's just way too hazardous, and that option is just not a viable option. So what we have been doing is we've been working on improving the Graves Creek Road, bringing it down and around there, and then now we're currently working, trying to identify where to put a line along the toe of the slope, both on Forest Service property and on private property. We're working with the private landowners out there, which have been great to work with. They're really interested in getting involved and helping us out where they can to gain access or to put potential lines on their private property. So thank you for that. And then, we're continuing all the way along the base here and then across the game range, and then on the Thompson River Road, and then we're bringing it around to the West Thompson River Road. And those are the actions we're currently taking, along with a couple other alternate lines that we're looking at on Sundance Ridge that we'll start implementing here in a couple days. Once again, we're going with an indirect actions at this point in time because we feel that is the most viable option due to the location of the fire and the current fire behavior. With that, that is your evening update. Have a good night.